and we'll be underscoring the importance of this product as we proceed in our next slides. Someone may ask, who is Zamara? Well, Zamara is an insurance brokerage that has been in Kenya for a couple of years now. And we've been able to grow our footprints in several countries, including Tanzania, Uganda, Rwanda, Nigeria, Malawi, DRC, and recently we joined the Middle East. We provide a range of services from actuarial consultancy, pension, insurance, and insurance brokerage services, as well as wealth management. We provide we provide value in our relationship with Konasako by providing professional advice, especially as far as risk assessment is concerned, and coming up with the necessary products like this Benevolent product, this last expense product that we have. We also provide expert knowledge on as far as the insurance industry is concerned, and help come up or craft customized solutions to Konasako members. We also negotiate on policy terms to ensure that you get the best in the market at affordable premiums, and also guide on compliance and documentation that could be required, especially within the legal framework, the regulatory framework within this Kenyan space. Someone may ask, why should I need insurance? Well, insurance comes in with a lot of benefits. One, to just meet unexpected expenses. Maybe, can I just, I don't know, just a moment. Just a moment, having some, just to, sorry for the disruption. Allow me to switch on my camera as well. Just put a face to the name. Susan, you can confirm my camera is on?
Yes, I can see you very well. Kindly continue. Sorry for the disruption.
Thank you so much. Well, as I was saying, life insurance comes in with a couple of benefits, from financial protection, where you have unforeseen expenses that will come up in life. You find that insurance now steps in to ensure that such expenses that are not planned for can be taken care of without straining your budget and what have you. Insurance also comes in to provide protection, especially when you're accessing mortgage facilities with Konasako, or maybe even a business loan, and you just want to ensure that you have some protection on your finances, on your business, so that in case of anything, your finances or your businesses are not affected, are not strained. Well, insurance is there for you. Insurance also provides for educational needs for our children, income continuity, and even legal requirements, especially within the Kenyan market, where, let's say, the insurance product like WIBA is a regulatory requirement for all employers to have it in place for the employees. And lastly, once you know you have all this insurance in place, you know that your finances are protected, your properties are protected, your business are protected. It provides that peace of mind that we all need, we all endeavor to have. Well, I will move to the current scheme benefits for this type of cover, so that we can create awareness. You know what you are entitled to in case of any claim. Now, this is the structure we have for your current cover. I've done a summary in this tabular form. We have the first column, the risk type. It's the group last expense, and it covers all risks, whether it's death as a result of an accident or a natural event or an illness. All these are covered. The second column, we are looking at the scheme benefits per category. That is the principal member, their spouses, their children, that is for per family. This product also extends to cover parents and parents-in-law and siblings, that is brothers and sisters up to 4. We have 4 bands. We have what we call option 1, option 2, option 3, and option 4. Under option 1, the member is entitled to up to 100,000 shillings. And option 2, and option 1, the spouse is entitled to up to 100,000 shillings. The children, up to 50,000. Parents and parents-in-law, it's 50,000. And then siblings, that is brothers and sisters, 4 of them per family, they are entitled up to 20,000. And the monthly premium is 300 shillings. For option 2, we have the member, they're entitled to up to 200,000. The spouses also entitled to 200,000 shillings. The children and the parents and parents-in-law, they are entitled to 80,000. And then we have brothers and sisters who are entitled to 40,000. The monthly premium per family is 600,000. We also have option 3, the principal and the spouse, they're entitled to 300,000 Kenya shillings. Children, 4 of them per family, as well as parents and parents-in-law, they are entitled to up to 140,000. Brothers and sisters, 4 of them per family, they're entitled to 80,000 shillings. And the monthly premium is 900 shillings. And then lastly, we have option 4, where the member and the spouse, they're entitled to 400,000. Children, as well as parents and parents-in-law, they're entitled to 150,000. And then lastly, brothers and sisters, 80,000 shillings. And for that band, the monthly premium is 1,200 shillings. So in summary, that is how the bands look like. Further details to the bands, we have done what we call a scope of the cover. We just want to emphasize that for this cover, we are covering up to 6 claims per family per year. So, and then second, the maximum cumulative claim amount that is paid per life is 850,000 shillings. So we are saying in case of any claim per life, the maximum that is paid is 850,000 shillings. In the event that siblings have taken cover for the same parent, the following shall apply as well. The parent is usually covered at full benefit, yes, with priority to the sibling who enrolled cover first, so on first come, first serve basis. And then a parent shall be covered by a maximum of 3 siblings. So in cases where, let's say in a family, you have 5 siblings who are all members of Konasako, we are saying we will give priority to the first 3 siblings who will come to enroll for this product. So in case now we have, let's say 5, the first 3 we will accept, but now the 4th and the 5th, they will not be able to cover their parents. And then the 2nd and 3rd sibling to enroll cover shall receive the less of the difference between the first siblings cover option up to a maximum of, again, 850,000. And then now, the decision, maybe someone may ask, how do you determine who came first? That we shall be determined by the insurer and the Konasako. And then where siblings joined on the same date, the sum of options selected is greater than 850,000. then we will distribute the cover proportionately. Again, this shall be done in as we liaise with CONASACO to advise us on this. So besides the benefits structure you've seen in my tabulation, this is also the scope that defines the benefits you're entitled to. Over and above this, we understand the effects of losing a loved one. This is a product where, we are concerned with a loss of life. And we appreciate that besides, just providing money, to support on the send-off of our loved ones, the sudden disconnect that we experience when we lose our loved ones. Sometimes we have witnessed people undergoing some mental issues, and they have required some counseling therapy just to help them pick up, rise on their feet after losing their loved ones. So Zamara, in partnership with CONASACO, we have come up with what we call an in-house counseling service that we provide. And so for you as CONASACO members, you are entitled to all this benefit. They always say that there is always strength in seeking for help when you know you need it. And so Zamara has organized an in-house counseling services where we have well-trained, qualified in-house counselors. It is a safe zone. In case maybe someone may want to access this benefit anonymously, still fine. It's always a safe zone. You can always reach out to us anytime from Monday to Friday from 8 to 5. You can call the toll-free helpline given here. You can in fact take a picture of this. In case it's a weekend or a holiday, then you can always text using the number provided there. Maybe something just to underscore, we have not restricted this to grief and bereavement counseling sessions you might need. As long as you are a member of CONASACO and you're enjoying this product, you can as well reach out in case you need some support on financial stress, family issues, drug addiction, over and above the grief and counseling that we provide. So this is a value add you are enjoying as long as you are a member of CONASACO. Over and above that, we have what we call age limits that we have provided to guide on who is eligible, who can join this cover. And this refers to the ages. We have the members, spouses, children, siblings, parents, and parents-in-law who are on this cover. And for the main members, the minimum entry age is 18 years, maximum entry age is 70 years. And once you join, as long as you are a member of CONASACO, you will enjoy this cover with no cease age. For the spouses as well, the minimum entry age is 18 years. Maximum entry age is 70 years. But as once you join this, they join the cover, there is no maximum cover age. They will enjoy cover for life, ideally. And then for children belonging to the members, that's the main members, they are covered from 28 weeks. Maximum entry age is 21 years. But we understand the educational setup in Kenya where you find majority of children between 21 to 25 are still fully dependent on their parents. We have enhanced this to accommodate them so that in case they are 22, 23, 24, 25 years, they will still enjoy cover, but we may require proof of schooling in case of a claim, a proof of schooling, something just to show that they were still in school, still dependent on you as the main member. But the cover will stop once they turn 25 years. For siblings, minimum entry is 1 month. The maximum entry is 70 years, which again, it's the maximum coverage, the 70 years. For parents or parents-in-law, the minimum entry age is 30 years. Maximum entry age is 84 years. But once they join cover, they will enjoy cover with no cover cease age. Ideally, we are covering them for life, as long as you are a member of CONASACO. We have something we call the waiting periods, where we say, as you enroll for this cover, you will start enjoying, or you can start claiming from this cover after a certain period of time. However, for you, the existing members, there is no waiting period. The waiting period is only applicable to new members who are joining the circle for the first time. The categories on waiting period, I've split them into three. We have the principal members, the spouses, and their children. The waiting period is 1 month. So once they enroll for the cover, if they are new joiners in the circle, they will start claiming from the circle after 1 month in case of a claim. Then for parents and parents-in-law, the waiting period is 3 months. Siblings, that is brothers and sisters, the waiting period is 3 months as well. Susan, I don't know if there's any question before I move now to the next phase, where we're going to look at the claims process. Someone is saying we share the slides. Yeah, we'll do that. Someone is asking, the session is recorded. Yes, I think Susan, you had confirmed that the session is on record. It's being recorded, I mean, and Susan, you had communicated it will be shared. Well, is there anyone with any question before I move to the next phase, where we're going to look at the claims process on how to claim, documents required, and exclusions applicable?
Ronald, you can continue, then we'll pick the questions after.
Okay, great. Thank you. So we move to the claims process. Now, this is the claims procedure. Ideally, I've put it into 3 stages. In summary, in case of a claim, you report to CONASACO immediately. And then CONASACO will reach out to Zamara, and Zamara will guide on the documents required for the claim to be settled. Again, in as much as it seems three stages, we usually do it so fast. It's usually a seamless process. Our partnership with CONASACO is so efficient, so it won't delay the settlement of your claim. As long as your communication, I mean, your notification is done on time, we'll always endeavor to ensure that the claim is always settled on time. However, I've tried to do a summary of the standard documents usually required for this particular kind of claims. We have the notification. In case of a claim, ensure you make a notification to CONASACO and share the copy of the ID, or in case you have the surrender of the ID, still okay, or the passport of the deceased. And then also shall require the copy of the ID or the passport if the deceased isn't a member. And then the copy of the birth certificate in cases where these are children, copy of birth certificates for brothers and sisters, stamped copy of a burial permit, and then lastly, we will require the bank details where we will now make payment, of course. Yes, and then on the claims process again, as I mentioned, always notify CONASACO immediately. And the reason why you are required to make notification immediately is because we have a restriction on the time frame that allows us to notify a claim, and it's 6 months. So if you notify a claim after 6 months from the date of incidence, then your claim risks being declined because they'll say it's time barred. So you're always encouraged to ensure that in case of any claim, ensure you report it immediately and support the SACCO to ensure that you are able to gather all these documents so that we can be able to fast track the processing of the claim. So in summary, that is the claims process. I'll move now to my last slide on the general exclusions that are applicable. In as much as, yes, you enjoyed this cover, and I said it's covering all risks, that is accidental claims, natural, or maybe death as a result of an illness, all these are covered. However, we have some few exclusions that in case you are involved in and they lead to a claim, then that claim risks being declined. The first exclusion is any condition. These are just a standard exclusion, any condition before the members joining CONASACO, but this is just a standard exclusion. We have cases where we've seen, I'm not sure if you remember this case where we have one guy who went to do mountaineering on Mount Everest, and then, they died there. It was like kind of a sporting activity, but that is considered a hazardous sporting activity. Whether it's rock climbing or scuba diving, hang gliding, water skiing, ice skating, those are considered hazardous activities, sporting activities. So in case of death, then those are excluded within the insurance space. However, we understand that sometimes in corporate space, we'll find employers organizing team building activities for their staff. As long as that is a team building exercise that has been initiated by your employer, that one is covered. We appreciate that in our corporate space, we do engage in such activities. So do not be afraid of that, as long as it's not your personal initiative of you just going out and engaging in such dangerous sporting activities. Please note also that drug abuse is excluded unless it's drugs prescribed by a medical practitioner. Self-harm is also excluded. Voluntary participation in assault, felony, criminal activity, and insurrection, those are also excluded. Aviation, other than as a passenger in a commercial licensed passenger aircraft or chartered flight that is duly licensed, that's okay. It's covered. And then there is an exclusion on criminal acts as defined in the Kenyan constitution. So those are the few exclusions that are applicable to this cover. I think with that, I have come to the end of my presentation. I'll open the floor for questions. Someone is asking, maybe Susan, I can start with the questions in the chat box.
Yes, please kindly start on the Q&A session. Then we shall read out for you the ones that are on the chat.
Someone is asking, why is the entry level for a child higher at 28 weeks compared to sibling at 4 weeks? That's 1 month. Or is the 28 weeks an error? So 28 weeks is not an error. Maybe let me just clarify. We are saying we are covering children. Ideally, for the children, we are covering from birth. And we are saying we have those children that are born while they're at 28 weeks of from conception. So we are saying we are covering them. We are not excluding them. In some insurance contracts, you'll find they are saying they are only covering children from birth after full term of pregnancy. But we are saying for us, as long as it's after 28 weeks, if they are born after 28 weeks of conception, they are covered. So please note, children are covered ideally from birth after they have hit 28 weeks from conception. And then second question from Dorcas. Is there an option of changing the packages after registration? Yes, Dorcas, you can change the option. You can liaise with CONASACO in case you want to change your option. You can always reach out to CONASACO and then they will be able to guide you on this. Then someone is asking what's the right time? That's robbery, Asoro. I'm not sure what that question really means. In case it relates to claims process, notification, the right time to notify of a claim is as soon as possible. So anytime there's a claim, please notify. Unless maybe I didn't get your question well, you can still send your question. Then someone is asking, how long does it take for the claim to be paid after all documents have been submitted? We appreciate the urgency of this kind of claim, and we always work together with Corner Circle to ensure that this claim is settled within 48 working hours. We could have challenges where we have weekends or holidays in between, but our efforts is to ensure that this claim is settled within 48 working hours. Then someone is asking, kindly share more details on bullet 1. Alfred Osiko, bullet 1, that's just a standard exclusion, but it's not applicable to death benefit and for last expense benefit, so should not give you any worry. Thanks for the very clear response on the entry level. Okay, great. Kindly share phone contacts for someone who may need to make additional inquiry not directly related to the corner scheme. I think you can reach out to Susan from Corner Circle. She will be able to guide you on this. Susan, you can take note of the request from Joe Alando. Penina is asking, how can I amend the members? I'm not sure what Penina really means. Susan, you have any understanding of this?
I think the member, if I'm not wrong, is trying to ask in case you want to change your next of kin or your beneficiaries. I think that there is a form for change. You can come to the circle and we give you a benevolent change form. And then from our end, we are going to ensure we amend on the same.
Susan, there's a question from Brenda. I'm not sure if you're able to see it.
Can an UNSACO member join the benevolence? For you to be in this scheme, you have to be a member, a Corner Circle member, and then from there, you join our scheme. And then, Ronald, we have some few questions on the Q&A. Someone is asking,
yes.
What happens if I'm unable to get a birth certificate for a sibling when sending a claim?
Okay. We understand we usually have those challenges, especially in relation to siblings. I understand people have usually sometimes family issues, and someone may not give you access to that. But this is what we say. We encourage you to ensure that you get the birth certificate. It's just to establish, the proof of relationship. And the responsibility to get this again is always on you, to just ensure that you're able to get it. However, in instances where you are really unable to get this, always just communicate to Corner Circle, and then we shall be able to advise in case of any supplementary document we might require. But we are always encouraging you, please. It will be easier to process the claim if we have that. But in case you do not have it, just communicate to Corner Circle, and then we'll be able to guide on the next steps.
We then have a very interesting one here, Ronald. Someone is asking, what is the rationale for covering parents and siblings who are over the age of 25, but not covering my children once they reach age 25?
That's a good one. Yeah, that's a good question. Well, the reason why we have restricted children to 25 years is that we believe once they are turned 26, let's say 26 in this case, they are able to we are giving them an opportunity now to also join the cover as members now. We have not locked them out ideally, but now we will give them an opportunity. They can now as well join CONASACO as members. It's a moment now they are independent, and it gives them a good chance for them to just join the cover as members on their own.
All right. Somebody's asking, just a minute. If one has not, okay, this one is tricky. If one has not parent-in-law or has no parent-in-law, can we nominate another relative in their place?
It's a good one. The way we have been able to price this product, again, while charging premiums, we do a risk-based approach, and we have considered the mortalities for these categories of people. So again, we have what we call insurable interests. We are not able to establish whether you will suffer some financial loss on anyone else, in quotes, that you are going to nominate. We consider you will suffer some financial loss in the loss of your parents-in-law, and that's why we have been able to accommodate them on this cover. And so as it sits now for this current cover, you can only nominate your parents and parents-in-law, whom we believe you have some what we call insurable interest in them. If you have other people, I've seen someone has asked, can I get information on CONASACO website, and how can I apply? If you are interested, if you have other people you feel they are interested in, you want them to have this cover, you can as well reach out to CONASACO. They can enroll them as members. That will be easier in case you don't want them to be exposed.
Right, someone is asking, what is the onboarding process? All you need to do, as long as you're a member, we can give you a benevolent form where you fill all the details. And currently we are starting the new year, which runs from October to September 2026. So this is a very ideal time for you now to fill in the benevolent cover and send it to us at info@conasaco.com. I've given the email down there. It is a very easy process. And then from there, you start now contributing your premium, and then you become a member. In case of anything, then you're covered. Then somebody here is asking a question, Ronald. Does a man invest in the premium? And then is there any benefit such as a small interest payment if I don't make a claim that year?
That's a good one. Well, the concept of insurance basically is pooling of risks. And that's why we don't have what we call profit arrangements in this kind of product, whereby in case there was no claim, like you did not, let's say member X did not claim this year, then we are not going to give you, let's say, some cash back in form of a profit that we have made on you. What ideally, the way this product operates is that we are pooling the risk of all the members together. And on that concept, we are able to discount the premiums that we are charging you on this product. Based on that understanding, then you realize that in case of a claim, let's say, it's like we are spreading the claim in a pool. So ideally, even if you've not claimed from it, however, someone else has claimed from the same product somewhere else, or maybe you will claim from it next year, So we do not give back profits on this kind of arrangement. I hope that's clear, Susan.
All right. Another one, somebody's asking, explain again the maximum 850,000, only three siblings can claim. What about if we are 5 of us? What happens to the 2?
Yeah, I think I will respond to that as I combine with Machaha. Is it Machaha? Who has also asked if I have covered my parents, then my spouse has covered my parents as in-laws. How much is payable as a claim if the parent passes on, using the premium of 1,200 as an example? So let me respond to those two questions. In this arrangement, in case, let's say you are siblings and you are joining cover, let's say you are 5 of you. We have, as I mentioned earlier, we are able to cover parents and parents-in-law up to 3 siblings. So only 3 siblings can cover their parents and parents-in-law. 3 siblings. And then in case of a claim, the maximum amount that is paid for any life, we've said it's 850,000 shillings. Hope that's clear, Susan.
Yes, it is. I'm trying to see there are more questions. Somebody's asking, is this benevolent a continuation of the one we had? Are the rates the same? Yes, the rates are the same. However, there are some adjustment. You notice the previous one, we covered only up to 5. Now we have 6. Another amendment that has been improved towards that, Ronald has told us it is from 750, maximum used to be 750,000 to 850.
Yes.
So that one, those are the changes that have been brought on board. Somebody is asking, I don't have parents, but I have a guardian. What documents should I give during the claim, or is my guardian covered, or how do I support the same?
That's a good one. Just like any other legal documents that are provided by the government, in case of guardianship, we usually have a law that guides on how one can, the full process on adoption or guardianship. So they're usually those documents that the government is supposed to give in case you've done it in a formal way. And that document will be able to show the relationship. Then that will suffice in case of a claim as proof of a relationship.
Okay, why are the parents-in-law given a higher cover than parents to the principal?
Wow. That's a good one. I don't think so. Parents and parents-in-law, they enjoy the same cover. As well as children, they enjoy the same limits of cover.
Okay. So with that, then Lillian has asked, can we have no cap on the age limit, especially for our parents?
For the parents, we've said we will accept them on cover for new joiners. If you are joining Corner Circle for the first time, we've put a cap at 84 years. But once you've joined cover, there is no maximum cover age. They are covered for life.
All right. I think, Ronald, what I can see from here, somebody's giving a feedback, a very good scheme, but the challenges come in with the documentations required. So that was a comment. Then what if one has been brought up by a stepmother because biological mother passed on many years? Can she be covered, and can my step brothers and sisters be covered?
Yes, they should be covered.
All right. I think the questions, I think we have answered all the questions on the Q&A and as well as the chats. Members, I think it's now clear on what is required and the need to actually join the benevolent scheme. So I think with that, Ronald, I don't see any other question other than parent birth certificate. Somebody is making a comment, and I would like you say parent birth certificate can be tricky, but your permit would work perfect, right?
No, for the burial permit, if you have a burial permit, it will be able to show your parents. So that will suffice, right? And I believe right now, burial permit is a requirement right now before you access even the national ID. So I believe all of us have a burial permit.
All right, so we have some feedbacks, and maybe some of the things we may need to look at.
Yeah.
In the future. Somebody has said it is important we revisit the children's limit of age 25 years as much as they are independent from age 26. They are closer
I've
to
seen that.
people as have you seen that?
Yeah,
So
that's a good feedback. We've taken it.
Yes. So we are going to share this webinar on email. So I think I'm trying to look for more questions. My colleagues tell me there are more questions. We just have 2 more minutes. I have parents and 3 siblings only. Is there a category I fit in? Yes, yes, there is. Isn't it, Ronald? You cover them, all of them.
Yes.
And your brother and the 3 siblings, definitely.
Yes.
It's up to someone to decide what premium to take. Would you want to pay the 300 per month, the 600, the 900, the 1,200? So yes, indeed, Catherine, you do have an option. You can get in touch with us. And I think if both husband and wife are members, if the fund, how is compensation done given the shared parents?
Sorry, I missed that.
If both husband and wife are members, how is compensation done given to the shared parents? I think the question here is easy. I think every member is allowed to contribute to their premiums and cover the people in the list that have been given, and hence the both can actually cover their loved ones, right, Ronald?
Yes, that's correct.
Yes, so I think with that, I
see someone is asking for the link to join.
Okay, first and foremost, we are live on YouTube, and also the same will be shared to those people who may have missed the education. They can follow us as well on YouTube, so don't worry, and we will definitely get in touch with us and be able to follow us there. So I think, as you can see from your end, all questions have been answered.
Yeah, from my end, no question is left pending.
All right. Okay, fine. Thank you very much, Nolnad. I think we have come to the end of our webinar, members, and you have seen the importance of why we need this particular product. It's a good one. I have not seen people getting disappointed, and it is give you comfort, and especially when you go about your day to day. So I encourage all those who are not in the scheme to join and ensure that you are covered. Therefore, members, this being October, kindly look out for the next webinar that is going to be on September. And as we wind up this webinar, I'm kindly requesting if you could take a minute or 2, you will get a survey at the end of this session through your registered emails. Please give us feedback so that we can be able to know how to serve you better. Thank you, members, once again for accepting to join this particular webinar. You have yourself a good evening, and we are looking forward to always educate you. Good evening, members. Thank you. Thank you, Ronald.
Thank you, Susan. Bye.
Bye.
At the forefront of the digital world.
The first step we took so small, in the shadow of a giant so tall. We lean on each other, now we're ready, now we'll grow, 'cause we are corner, standing strong. Together we rise and we belong. Like a summer, we're on the corner. So much stronger. The wings of the giant. Now we fly, now we try. Corner, side by side. Always here, around the corner. Side by side. Always here, around the corner.
Do you have more than one loan?
How much interest rates are you paying out there? 18%, 20%. Why?
Do you have loans in other financial institutions? What an equal plan.
We can buy them all. Free that pay slip, free or monthly deductions.
Consolidate all your loans. Offer valid for only 1 month. Zero processing fees. We got you.
Punguza mzigo.
Punguza mzigo.
Punguza mzigo.
Punguza mzigo. Punguza mzigo. Punguza mzigo. Punguza mzigo. Punguza mzigo. Free up your payslip. Punguza mzigo.
Corner Sacco, formerly Safaricom Sacco, has unveiled ambitious plans